Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunless Seas. There's a few things I'd like to do in this episode, but I think the first thing was somebody told me to check out the study in my house. So let's go to London. There we go. Is it London? My lodgings is probably a better choice, right? There we go. In my study, a private sanctuary. Once your lodgings are large enough to support a study, you can create items such as ironclad wills and whispering trophy cabinets, or a Song of the Sea. Oh, hello. The clock ticks, the gas light wickers, shadows lie quiet. We can create a shrine to stone? Well, we could if we had secrets. You know the hymns and prayers, the traditions. Perhaps you believe, perhaps you don't. It'll comfort the sailors. The process of creating a shrine of stone, or to stone, will increase your hearts by 7. Wow! And the shrine is an auxiliary item worth a further 7. By me. We do have the captivating treasure, which I imagine is the hardest thing to get in that particular choice. Create an anatomical cabinet. You've learned so much. Now create an object lesson that will guide you in the destruction of your enemies. Well, we don't have any lamentable relics. That seems really good. It increased my irons by 7. A serene aquarium. You know the secrets of this peculiar specimen. Construct an environment that will display it to the best advantage. That will create mirrors by 7, but that requires a live specimen, something that we also need for the claddery air. I haven't quite worked out where to get one of those from. I think maybe somewhere like the Labyrinth Tigers, but I feel it's mostly a random event item. Create a monstrous almanac. You could fill whole shelves of notebooks with that you've learnt of the sea, its monsters, its treasures, its secrets. And so you will. Increases your pages by 7. And that... we're just missing the secrets. It requires outlandish artifacts. And my question is, can we have all of these? Or do I just pick one? Because if it's all of them, that's really cool. If it's just one, not so cool. Create a whispering trophy case. Yes. Yes, when the bones are emplaced, you will hear them when you sleep. That doesn't sound fun. That'll increase our veils by 7. We need 7 strange catches. Woo. Write a will. That seems important. Can I do that? The court of chancery, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom it may devour. Ensure it doesn't get its lion tentacles on your property when you're gone. Should you die, this will ensure that your heir retains your lodgings and any heirlooms that you've accumulated. 200 echoes. That seems like something I'm going to do. The lawyer peers at you like a vulture composed of crocodiles. Come now, she creaks. There's a few years in you yet, but your caution does you credit. Sign here. No, the ink is fine. This isn't the brass embassy. I assume that was implying that the brass embassy used blood. What is it? 200 echoes. Okay, well at least that means that our house will now pass on to our heir. Adorn your lodgings with captivating treasures. Converting captivating treasures into heirlooms, and they'll adorn your lodgings until the day you die. After that, your family will probably sell them. This is the way to pass on money to your next characters. You can have no more than 12 heirlooms or 16 in the mansion. And you'll need to pay a small fee to write these treasures into your will. I'll keep the captivating treasure for now. I'm not planning on dying, but obviously no one does. But I think having the actual treasure itself is more useful to me for now, because I might be able to do these things. Convert a collection of outlandish artifacts into an heirloom. Okay, it's the same thing, but with outlandish artifacts. We need 10. Right. A Song of the Sea. You have assembled a store of lore and a collection of antiquities. Your knowledge of the sea rivals that of any captain of history. Write it all down. This will create a Song of the Sea, which allows you to retire happily if you have the correct ambition. And is a pretty nifty item in its own right. It requires the cabinet, aquarium, shrine, almanac, and trophy case, which can all be created here in your study. I guess that answers my question of we can indeed do them all, which means this is now something that I am more than willing to actually put time into trying to do. So we need a live specimen. 7 lamentable relics. I wonder where we get those from. Mostly secrets. We get secrets by, I guess, leveling up. We can do the Shrine to Stone very soon. I will keep that in mind. Only I could remember where you see how many secrets you have. Oh well, doesn't matter. We'll keep it in mind. Did I write it in the book? Did I write it in the book? I'm going to write it in the book. Just like in the side note. Just remember to look at study. Because, I will forget. I'm just going to put need secrets in brackets. Because I will forget. If we build these and we pass them on, we'll only have to do them once. And live specimen. Find a way of getting live specimens. I think they are just random events. I could just go around all of the shores. Like, I feel like at some point I have seen, whether this was in my own play years ago, or whether this was when I last played on The Last Captain, I was on a beach and I got... Was that a live specimen or was it some sort of eel or something? I can't remember. I think. We'll go have a look at some point. So we have 7 crew. I was looking at ships. Now, instead of just blindly buying whatever ship I wanted to get, I decided to just have a look on the internet for a list of what these ships are actually like. Because I was really tempted to get the Lampard-class cutter, until I realised that its crew... I mean, it was all just this information, but in an easier to read format for me. Its crew is bloody 5, which would really screw me over. Considering I have Claymen, who take away 3, so I'd have 2 people on the ship. It's considerably more squishy, and... Its main benefit is that it's light, which means I guess it goes quicker, but it has minus 10 irons. So, if I'm looking for a ship that has an aft slot, the only one that has an aft slot appears to be the Merchant Cruiser, because the Corvette does not. It has an auxiliary slot, a forward and an auxiliary, but not aft. I kind of want the aft because I'm kind of like going towards the illegal smuggler route. I quite like that idea, and I could do with a concealed compartment. But no, I think that is all of the logistics out of the way. Did I talk to the Blind Bruiser in the last episode? I feel like I did. Any particular direction he'd sent me in? Because apparently, I didn't write it down. Oh god, we still have the ambition. Oh, we have to go to Aigul as well, but there's still so much of the, like, above Z that I haven't seen. So much so that I may, in fact, just... Did I not speak to the Blind Bruiser? I can't see him here anywhere. I may go to Venderbight just to see if we can find her father. Because we did that once, and then it's never happened again. You know, I don't see the Blind Bruiser here. I could just be going absolutely nuts. I swear I spoke to him in the last episode, but no, I must be getting confused. Or I'm not, and there's somebody in the comments like, just be like, no, you spoke to him, don't do this. But no, I'm sure it's fine. No, we don't have much fuel or food, do we? In fact, let's go to the shops and buy ourselves some fuel. Oh, I don't have any. Import reports? I don't think I do, but I'm just going to... Oh, I do. Tiger's Morn. 1 fuel, 30 echoes. Right. I had 1. Well, you know. 1 fuel's better than no fuel. Let's go into the shop. Flare? That was the wrong button. I wanted fuel. It started with F. Oh well, we have a flare now. Flares may be used to reveal your enemies, increasing the speed of your firing solution. Well, if we ever get in trouble, at least I have a flare now, I suppose. Right, my current plan. Go to Venderbight. Quite far away. I'm sure I had some other grand plan that I probably have written in my book. But I don't know. I'm curious as to whether we can continue the Claddery heirs. It keeps being pointed to me that the Claddery heirs story is important, and I'm tempted to believe them. It's probably going to give me some sort of item that's fantastically amazing. Let's... Whoops, I hit the light beacon, whoops. Let's just quickly stop off at Hunter's Keep, get a reconnaissance of the island. I could go to Low Barnet, but we're going to the Seas of Pain. Oh, hello. A hiss of horror from the lookout. The glim lamp at the front of the ship is sputtering and arcing. I'm docking! Attempt to calm. We have a fragment. Wonderful. We've done that before. News. They're not getting visitors. Reconnoiter the island. I'll give them news, I suppose. After from the foredeck, you no longer have any recent news. And now we can have... let's get tap dinner with Cynthia. Cynthia is the eldest, melancholy, pensive, occasionally dramatic. She gives us 1 terror, not great, I suppose. 1 tale of terror, useful. 1 supplies. Well, you're acquainted with the sisters, but something has changed. Uh-oh. I now have Salt's attention. Was Salt the one that I was supposed to worry about? Hang on. I was definitely told I was supposed to worry about one of the gods. In a comment on all of my videos. I forget. Oh wow, I have loads of comments that I just haven't seen. Whoops. Sorry. My phone doesn't give me notifications, and I don't actually look on the site very often. Huh. Salt's curse. Yeah. Just beware of Salt's curse. Well, Salt's attention isn't as bad as Salt's curse, so we'll keep that in mind. Apparently that's the one that can kill my heir, and I'd rather not. Truth? Okay. Well, we're done here. Let's continue. See if we can get to Venderbight relatively quickly. Another thing I might do is go to Mutton Island. I still need to find Port Cecil at some point. Because that is our destination for the Admiralty. Supplies from... I don't know if you get supplies from bats or not. I don't think you do. I think you get... What is that? Crabs. You just get hunger? One of them's hunger, the other one is not. Oh my god, that does not seem as close as it is on the map. There we go. Okay, Venderbight. Love this place. Wonderful. Haven't been here for a while. I just feel like I'm missing something, because the last time I did the Claddery heirs storyline, I met her father, and he gave me a story about who he was and how I shouldn't talk to her about him. And it was a really hard check, which made me think I had to do the other stuff for her. Let's have a look. There might be nothing here. Why do you promised? Huh. I can't. Here we go. Someone is trying to get your attention. One of the tomb colonists takes an obvious interest in your crew. Specifically the Claddery heir. The tomb colonist draws you a little way away from the Claddery heir. Don't tell her you met me, he says, in hoarse rasp. A mother cut my voice. Hoped to fix it so I wouldn't be able to look for my daughter. So I wouldn't want to. He wheezes. Didn't work. Operations never completely effective. Need to know my daughters well. happy, finding enough patience, getting enough to eat, and so forth. In exchange for the simplest news, he explains himself. I'm her father, he says. Ordinary engineer, not the sort of parent she would want. There we go. Now I think that has unlocked something with Adria, so we can speak to her about her father. But it's not a good idea, because I think he has like an understanding that she's related to the Masters in some way. You see now, it says here we have to talk to her in Adam's way. Arn's Shadow, a place where I haven't been yet. Gathered information on the history of the Cladriere. I mean, I haven't romanced her. I don't know if that actually makes a damn difference. But okay, well, is there anything else here in old Venderbight? A weak call for help, an emancipated man is slumped against the wall of the dock, sitting on a huge crate. He waves weakly at you. Oh, is this the Rose? The cigar place? Oh, thank God! The dogged apprentice gasps. I don't know how long I've been here. It's been days, weeks, since I ran out of money. I've got to get back to Rosegate, beneath the waves. His crate rumbles beneath him. Please help me. And if you had anything I could eat? Yeah, okay. You'll not only take him to Rosegate, you'll feed him too. He's clearly weak with hunger. You can spare a little sustenance. Thank you, thank you. The dogged apprentice springs up to embrace you, but collapses onto the dock. After seeing him to a bunk, you check and double check that your crew has securely stored away his rumbling crate. Was Rosegate. I don't think I've got enough fuel to get me there, to be honest. Oops, wrong button. Okay, we can explore Venderbight. An attack. You round a darkened corner and start down a broad boulevard lined with grimacing statues. There is a fluttering movement above, and a cloud of frost moths swoops down upon you. You beat them off with your walking stick. They are determined, and the largest are the size of Z-bats, but they are fragile. At last they retreat, leaving 3 of their number melting into water on the pavement. Their wings are marked with patterns that resemble letters. You peer at them. The script is already dissolving. At least we got some fragments for the secrets we need, hey? I'm gonna write Go to Rosegate in my book because I'm gonna forget. I know it's all written in the journal, but I've said this before. I just like to have things written down in front of me on an actual pad. It helps me keep track. I've already spoke to the first curator, have I not? First curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. He's been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonists, but even tomb colonists dissolve in the end. I'm as close. Yes, it is. Oof, don't even talk about the Grand Sanatorium. I'm stuck there in fallen London right now. Oof. Alright, okay, so I think we're done here. So where is Rosegate? I swear it's like down here somewhere. Rosegate. Reckon we could do it? Do you reckon we could get to Rosegate? I don't think we could on 2 food and 3 fuel. I think we could get there, but I don't think we could get back. So let's just make a quick stop off in London and hope the Blind Bruiser doesn't slice my eyes out because I forgot that I was supposed to be doing something for him. Wouldn't be the first time that's ever happened. It would be the second, to be precise. In that mango way back. He's much nicer in Sunless Skies when he's like the head of the smuggling ring. I'm gonna find out if I was misremembering. If I can get 1 supplies off of these bats, that would be worthwhile in my mind. Hey bats, come back! They're running away. They are literally running away. Oi! Here we go. Whew. Bats. Gather up the corpses. Yeah, we can either reduce our hunger or we can reduce our terror. It's not great. It must be the crabs I'm thinking of. I kind of thought that was the case, but it was worth double checking. Since they were there, it was worth double checking. You just thought we wouldn't burn through food quite as quickly as we do, considering there's only 7 of us on board. We do seem to burn right through it. I didn't get a port report from Venderbight. Okay. Not my finest moment, I'll admit. At least I don't think I did. No, I didn't. There was no other options past the curator though, was there? Oh, I don't know. I don't. Back in London anyway, so it's not the end of the world. At least we met her father, which I'm pretty sure is a step in the right direction with the cloudy air. Hopefully that's unlocked some of the options that we get. Speak to her in some of the places around the Z. Harbour Master. Okay. Do you know I still haven't been to the Labyrinth of Tigers? Oh, there you go. Purchase a live specimen from the Labyrinth. 500 echoes. Oh boy, no. No. But let's keep that in mind if we need to. Oh, I saw that. I thought I'd seen buy life specimens somewhere before. It must have been when I clicked on it last time. But that's very, very, very expensive. Heaven fuel. Alright, let's see if we can get a rose gate before the end of this episode. I understand that I didn't do anything in London, but it was literally just I wanted to buy food and fuel. If we just go straight down, like, we're gonna try and keep to the lights to keep our terror as low as we can. I'm thinking like the next episode, we will try and explore a little more. Oh dear. Leave the nightmare. I'm not interested in messing with the nightmares just yet. That was the eyeball again. Admittedly, it could be really cool to see a giant eyeball come out of the ocean, but you know. Self-preservation kind of puts me against that idea. Oh no, it's a blooming fog. Grab. Full reverse. We've got to get one shot off before he sees us. Yeah, we got him. Okay, I'll stop at Mountain Island as well. Butcher for supplies. Oh. Just food. Oh, was it just a rare event that I got supplies from one then? God damn it, I actually want to go to Mountain Island, but it does revolve us going straight through this bloody fog. Mountain Island is literally covered in fog. Damn it. Right, here we are. Let's quickly dock. Vickers Haven. Out to the fisherman. I swear, there's one like explore the shore. Yeah, here we go. Wander a little way along the shore from the dock. From a stony bay, you watch as a swift corvette draws into the harbour. The men and women on board are dressed in naval uniform and walk as if they are balancing the good book on their heads. And though the gas lamps on their dock blaze as if it were to burn the work, not a sailor squints. Oh, I thought that was like a set thing. Okay, never mind. Maybe it randomizes every time. I don't want to go to the hilltop above town because it gives terror. Unless there's a chance for me to... Whoop, unless there's a chance for me to get a live specimen, I'm not all that interested. Let's go to the salt lines and pick up some Sphinx stone. I mean, we have the cargo hold for it while we're here. Eventually, the Sphinx stone's going to run out. They're going to run out of Sphinx stone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cutter? Oh! Not cutter. Not cutter. Not cutter. Bad, bad, bad. Oh. Don't turn. Pretend I don't exist. Wait, are we friends? There's no, like, warning symbol above it. That makes me think we're friends. If that is indeed the case, then that is wonderful. What do we have? We have 30 freehold. I'm going to pick up some Sphinx stone while I'm here, if they'll let me. If they haven't run out. Eventually we will run out. I have done it 3 times now? Twice, maybe. 2 or 3 times. Hello, gentlemen. Let's visit the Unmakers. We lose some terror. And we'll compile a port report. And we will carry Sphinx stone to London. It's going to cost us 200 echoes. But it's worth it in the long run. Right, moving on. Where's Rosegate? Straight down from here is Rosegate. Let's go the left-hand side of the Sphinx to avoid that giant fog bank. Apparently somebody's emptying a dishwasher or something, so I apologise if you can hear that through the microphone. Certain high-pitched noises tend to permeate through the filter. That frog is coming this way, is it? No, it isn't. It's receding the other way. We're fine. We're fine. I like these little adventures on... One thing I like about Sunless Seas is that the everything feels just dangerous. Sunless Skies, I think I've got so used to the danger that I know certain enemies are really dangerous, but I've kind of got there. Whereas this game, I'm still in like the starting boat, and I still feel like pretty much anything can just rip me apart in like 2 seconds. Like there is genuine fear when I see something that is huge. Like those sharks, I never want to fight one of those sharks, but eventually I'm going to have to because I want to know what they drop. I want to know what their story is. The Reef of Roses. Huh. I guess Rose Gate makes sense, doesn't it? I got confused then. I thought I'd somehow ended up at the Isle of Cats. Rose Gate is in the middle of this. Let's go. Damn it, it's too shallow. There we go. Let's see what kind of reward we get for bringing back the Apprentice. I didn't think it was going to be so easy to find the Apprentice. You probably told me you went to Venderbight at some point, but... Uh-oh. Full speed ahead. Turn off the light just in case. Crashed. Rosegate. It's not so much a port as a shop with a dock. Okay, witness a reunion. The crocodile tobacconist bends over the shop counter, annotating a large sheet of paper. He glances up at the dogged apprentice and bites down on his cigar. His face is blackened with soot. Last batch blew up on me. Welcome back. The fate of a cigar. Interesting. The crotchety tobacconist reaches across the counter to shake your hand. Our patron has forsaken us. He's only interested in his project to the south. He left my apprentice to starve, and he hasn't arranged a delivery of the materials I require. I've run out of rubies to try and convince him otherwise, which makes your intervention all the more propitious. He puffs a great ring of smoke into the air above your head, It takes several moments for the halo to disperse. My lady, we're on the verge of a tremendous breakthrough. I'm about to create something beautiful, something noble, a cigar which will burn underwater. I think I finally found the right mixture. He taps the sheet on his counter. It is covered in incomprehensible scrawling, equations beyond the mathematical. 3 flavors. Something robust, something bitter, and something luscious. Once I have them, I can finally complete it. Okay, so the tobacconist's impatience, he won't wait forever. Cultivating a robust flavour, the taste of kettle steam, the taste of mild coffee, and a taste of stale pastry. Okay. So how... The crotchety tobacconist has a dream to create a cigar that can be smoked underwater, and with your help it might come true. Bitter, luscious, robust. 3 flavours, and we'll have the cigar. Seems like we can do this one. What am I missing for these? Romantic literature and an unread log. A fantastic hairdo. Okay, the crotchety tobacconist... I suppose actually I should read the bit at the top, shouldn't I? The crotchety tobacconist mutters to himself while fussing with his notes. Occasionally he glances over his shoulder to the stairs running up one side of his shop. They ascend to a room marked Workshop. So we can try to labour for the robust flavour. The crotchety tobacconist glowers at the rumbling crate. We'll need to shift the bloody thing upstairs. Help us get it up there, will you? One laboured step at a time, the 3 of you carry the crate up the stairs. The apprentice takes heavy breaths. The tobacconist swears so often you're uncertain if he breathes at all. Eventually, you make it into the workshop and chain the cargo in the corner. You unfinished... bastard? The tobacconist huffs, stretching his back. We got you now. Oh boy, okay, so this is something that's completely different. So let me write this down. So for the... so much here. I should just write robust, shouldn't I? Robust. We have time. So we need 2 of whatever the hell that is. I don't think I've even seen that item 2 times. Ambiguous. Eolith. For the luscious flavour. I don't know if these are multiple steps. We need 3 of romantic literature. Assume these are trade goods. I was under the impression that the romantic literature was illegal in fallen London. And then for bitter, we need 1 times unread log. Now that is a weird requirement. I don't know where to get it. I assume we can buy romantic literature somewhere. I'm going to assume it's in an illegal port somewhere. Ambiguous eolith. No idea. And an unread log. Could be anything. But if we come across them, at least I have them written down, right? But I'm afraid I am going to have to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you next time.